Well, good evening. Welcome back to East Midlands Airport, where live flight action. Just coming online as the DHL 777 rolls in this evening. Touching with some details on this one in just a minute. Triple 7 in there from Bengaluru this evening. Registration on this one, German registered Alpha Lima Romeo. Airframe is 3 years of age. Excuse me. Bit of a tyre smoke there. Right down the back of my throat there. That doesn't happen very often. But, let me just take a couple of minutes to finish off setting up. I'm just catching me by surprise this evening. Leave you with a shot of that one for the time being. So that one just slightly delayed into East Midlands this evening. Scheduled time of 5:15. Just arriving on the start of the stream. Thank you to everybody joining us in the chat so far this evening. It's good to see you all and have you with us again here at East Midlands. Finish the last few bits off and then I'll be with everybody. Just a quick close up of that 777. This evening. So it's currently very pleasant in East Midlands this evening. Cloud is drifting over to the west. So I'll just finish these last few bits and then we'll have a quick pan around. Oh, good to see everybody with us already. Dara, good evening to you. Laura in the chat as well. Yvonne, good evening. Sarah Jane, good evening. Sophie, good evening to you. Stuart as well in the chat. Good evening, Stuart, and all the other volunteers at the Aeropark this evening. for your notifications this evening. Thank you very much. Okay, let's have a quick look where we are this evening. So hopefully a bit of a busy evening this Thursday at East Midlands. Let's plan away from the 777 for the time being. Catch back up with that one in a minute. I'll just give you a view of the sunset at the end of the runway there. There we go. So hopefully the skies stay as clear as that this evening. The camera doesn't really do it justice. Let's see if we can turn that frame rate down. There we go. That is currently the view that I've got. The camera just a bit overcompensating now on the shutter speed. With the sun quickly disappearing over the horizon. As you can see, not very many clouds in the sky at all, just a slight wisp above it there, and that's it. So even though it's nice and clear, I bet it's going to be cold again this evening. So thanks to everybody joining us. I hope you're going to stay warm this evening. I'm going to try and stay as warm as I possibly can. But just looking ahead of us there, that 747, again, not moved unfortunately. That one is still firmly with us here at East Midlands. Just before we started the stream though, I don't know if you can make it out just behind. See if you can get a close-up shot of that. Yeah, National 747 behind the 747 as well. Did manage to get a few shots of that one just before we started. That one pushed back off stand at about 5 PM, something like that. So just a little earlier than I was able to rush up here and start the live to see that one. We got some images, so we'll stick those up after the stream. Richard Dow, good evening to you. Katie, good evening as well. Daily Post, good evening. Tracy, good evening to you. Matt as well. Anyone good to see this evening? You are welcome in the chat. Yeah, the National 747 just hidden away there. So they were side by side about half an hour ago. Just have a look on the radar this evening. See whereabouts we're up to. So just landing in and taxiing now, the platoon. Pilatus down from Glasgow this evening. Let's see if we can focus in on that one for you. And I'm just disappearing off the taxiway there down to the maintenance area. There's a signature aviation hangar down there as well, so that's primarily used by a lot of the jets in and out of East Midlands. Pan back out for that one. As you can see, that sun just setting over the DHL hangar there now. Turn that frame rate back down a bit to set us back up for later, so don't forget. It's a bit smoky out here this evening. I think somebody must have a fire on in the distance. next inbound just our final then. The Embraer in from Dublin this evening, operated by Centerline. That one just approaching the threshold of 27 now, so let's have a quick pan around and we'll try and catch that one as well. So this might vacate in a similar place. Is somewhere in the distance there. He's making an appearance now. Looks like this one is going a very similar way, so I'll disappear off in a few seconds. Just a steady taxi down there this evening. Sure they're not rushing to get off that one. It's dropping a bit cold. Right, and while that is making its way off there, the horizontal stabilizer just disappearing. So whiz back over to the 777. Landed just on the start of the stream. Right, let me just get a couple more bits sorted out. So everything in front of me this evening. And Tina, good evening to you. Good to see you back this evening. Okay, see if I can get this to behave a little better. Sorry for any shaking, I'm just trying to get the chat in front of me this evening so I can be a bit more involved with everybody. Get the radar up as well, it seems to be misbehaving at the minute. Right, turn that one off. I'm just going to go and run to get something. Just bear with me for a few seconds. Just talk amongst yourselves. There we go. Right, hopefully I've made that a bit easier for myself. And let's have a look. So it looks like there's just a slight delay at East Midlands this evening with all the inbounds. Looking like we've got a 30-minute or so delay. So next arrival in should be the DHL 777 from Cincinnati. Now I beg your pardon, it's actually the DHL service from New York, JFK. That one in around 30 minutes or so. So look where that is on the map. That one just approaching Liverpool Bay at the minute. Just out to ride over the coast of Wales and then into East Midlands. Right, let me set the right filter up on this. If it behaves. Filters, custom filter. So you can already feel the cold setting in this evening. It's not been too bad a day actually down here. I think that temperature is going to drop in the next 30 minutes or so. I'm definitely feeling it, so I'm going to get the bully hat on while I can. And we'll have a quick spin around, see what else is happening this evening. As you can see, the DHL stand quite full this evening. Number of aircraft on stand, primarily 767s. So the 757 is in, same stand as it was on Tuesday's stream, and then the 3 777s to the end. The Aeropark 777 just sandwiched in between the 2 delivered DHL 777s. The one to the left hand side, spin you around. If I give you a view of it. There we go, the one to the left there, that one just arriving at the start of the stream in from Bengaluru. And then the DHL and Aeropark 777 on their respective stands at the end there. See if you can get any data on those two just before we spin around. If it'll load up, come on. Looks like both of those aircraft arriving in earlier this afternoon, just over an hour ago for the Aeropark, that one arriving in from Delhi. Flight time on that one was 9 hours and 8 minutes. Registration ending Alpha Lima India. And its counterpart to the right there, DHL 777 registration Golf Delta Hotel Mike Charlie, that one arriving in from Dubai, landed just after 4 o'clock, 10 past 4, flight time on that one 7 hours and 36 minutes. Okay, if we just have a quick whiz around now, see the 2 747s on stand there, we had a quick look at earlier. See if you can get that one just in a bit more focus there. There we go. That one still firmly on stand on the national vertical stabiliser of that one, just poking out of at the back. So two 747s on stand over there this evening. And if we have a quick spin around, another earlier arrival just after 3 PM this afternoon. You can find your footing underneath. Yeah, one Air 747 right down the other end of the airfield this evening. That one arriving in from Madrid. Registration on that one, Golf Uniform November Echo Tango, in almost the exact same position as it was on Tuesday's stream. I think we just missed seeing this one out on Tuesday. I think this one was due back out to China at some point. Unfortunately got delayed by about an hour or so. Just having a quick look back here in the chat. Good evening to you, Alan. Rusty Sprouts, good evening. And Dan, good evening to you as well. So let's have a quick look over on the at the terminal area there. Going from right to left. Looks like the additional parking over there, additional stands over there full this evening. I think there was just a temporary closure yesterday of the runway. I think those works just running over ever so slightly. Yeah, but again, most of the stands just in front of the terminal and to the right being utilised this evening, so any arriving aircraft will presumably end up this side or just in front of the terminal if anything gives way. Looks like there's a bit of space over there. We'll have a look at that one. But thanks for joining us so far anyway. If you're new to the channel, thank you very much for joining us at East Midlands this evening, and welcome back to anybody and everybody who's joining us again after our previous streams and our Tuesday stream as well. So we had a sparse in terms of traffic on Tuesday, but we still managed to get quite a few good shots, especially of those departures as they passed overhead. I think the best one was probably the DHL Triple 7 off to Leipzig. That one made quite a roar as it went past us. But I'm sure there'll be very many more opportunities this evening to catch a few more of those arrivals and departures. So it looks like the 777 inbound from Cincinnati is just approaching the coast of Ireland. That one is going to pass through Northern Ireland, route straight over just south of the Isle of Man, not quite over it currently on its current trajectory, over Liverpool, down north of Crewe and then into East Midlands. Similar route being taken by that service in from JFK at the minute. That one is around 20 minutes away from us. That's the service in from JFK, and the service from Cincinnati, that one is around 45 minutes out now. Little RVL Cessna Caravan is it's like that's had a bit of a trip down to the south coast today, just east of Brighton. So like that's one has been over Seaford, and surrounding areas. It's like it's routed back towards Eastbourne, back around London, and then making its way towards East Midlands again now. That one at 8,000 feet. It's got an arrival time of 43 minutes. Same with the distance that one has got to cover, and its size as well. It will take 40 minutes or so for that one to reach us. Very much used to the bigger aircraft taking 10 or 15 minutes to make their way up, but that one's just travelling at around 200 knots, splitting between 190 and 200 knots at the minute. So about half the speed, or 2/3 of the speed of what the normal traffic approaching East Midlands is doing. Yeah, we've got plenty of warm drinks and clothes this evening, Sarah. And the Groovy Gang entertainers, good evening, welcome to the stream. So that sun well and truly sets in now. Let's have a quick spin around, see that evening sky, the orange hue to the sky there, the sun just disappearing over the horizon. What a great view. And just to say, if nobody's used to our current position, if you're new, should I say, to join in the stream, we're live flight action. We're streaming from within East Midlands Airport this evening. The Aeropark situated just north of East Midlands. Can't get my words out. Teeth back in. Just north of East Midlands Airport, towards Castle Donington. Even though it's still daylight, let's just have a quick spin around. Give everybody views. Don't often get a chance to do this. Well, I managed a couple of times. We can see the aircraft in front of us, the Nimrod, and a few others in the background. There are a number of aircraft here. Some being donated, some privately owned. We've got the Nimrod straight in front of us there. And then one of the prize pieces in the collection, the Vulcan just behind. Let's see if we can get a closer shot of that one. There you go, you can just see the canopy of the flight deck there, just peeking up behind the Nimrod. And then just behind that, the VC-10. So these the Nimrod and the VC-10 usually open to members of the public. When the Aeropark is open, they're open again this weekend, opening at 10 AM, and they'll be running through till 3 PM on Saturday and Sunday. And Yvonne, thank you very much for donating through the Buy Me a Coffee link there. Thank you very much for that. It is most appreciated. That'll go towards supporting the channel. So thank you very much for joining us this evening and donating as well. Polly, good evening to you. So just take a couple of seconds to thank Yvonne personally for this one. There we go. And again, thank you very much. To Yvonne for that donation through Buy Me Coffee. So, some of you may have seen as well, we've managed to grow the channel quite well over the past few weeks, and as such, we've been granted with the pleasure of being eligible for memberships now as well. So it's something that we're currently looking into. Nothing is set in stone as of yet, but there are a number of different options for us to consider. So I know a couple of people were asking at the end of the last stream, and sorry that I didn't manage to quite answer that directly with trying to finish up. But just to answer those questions at the beginning of the stream, yes, it's something that we're currently looking into. It takes just a little bit of work to make sure that everything is set up in the right way, and that we're offering the best value to everybody and all of our subscribers and hopefully members to be. So watch this space. Nothing is set in stone yet. This is something we've been working on for the last couple of weeks. But just a few more things that we need to iron out before we roll that out to everybody. So sit tight and we'll have a bit more information on that in the next week or so, hopefully. Anything that does go live, we'll put a community post on that. And then obviously if anybody has any further questions, we're more than happy to answer them either through that community tab. You can find us on our social media accounts, or we will answer them directly in a live chat on the streams next week. Fingers crossed the weather is going to be alright for next week. But we'll keep an eye out on it. Let's just get the focus set up there. There we go. Right. I'm going to get a quick drink while I can and warm up. Hope everybody's enjoying themselves so far. Moderators tonight. Deborah is moderating for us, and we've got Laura moderating for us as well. Laura is a new moderator to the channel. So hope you make her feel very welcome. She's doing a good job so far. So if you've got any questions that you'd like to answer, just bear with you in the chat. It may take a little while for us to get back and answer them. So if anybody is waiting for a little while, we've definitely got them. It might take a little bit to get around to answering them, but we'll try and answer everything as quickly as we can on this evening's stream. If anybody wants to find any links to our other social media pages, we're still in the process of getting a couple of them set up. It takes a lot of work from the YouTube side to get all the content loaded up, all the streams set up, making sure the equipment is as it should be and everything's charged up. So, God forbid we forget not charging one of the batteries. It would be a massive dilemma. But if you go to our channel page, the main page of the channel, all of our social media links will be there somewhere. I think you need to just have a look, see if I can do it live with everybody. If you are on the main page of the channel, you'll see a little description from us there. If you click on that, where it says more next to the aircraft, you'll see all of our pages just below there. So everything from our YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and the Buy Me a Coffee page as well. So you're all very welcome to go and have a look at any of our social media. You know, the TikTok videos that we've been publishing for a little while, they've been doing quite well, seem to be quite popular. So if you want to see any of those, definitely go out and check those. We try and post them on YouTube as well, as often as we can. Really, just trying out different platforms at the minute. See how it all functions and works. I know some people are a bit anti-TikTok, and that's absolutely fine. It's everybody's preference to be on whichever social media platform, if any, that they want. But YouTube is our primary source for live stream. I think it will continue to be as well. The community seems to really be building, especially down here at East Midlands. I know we had a few comments last time in the chat that I didn't quite get around to answering. Just focused on a few other different bits, but I think there was a question in there about live streams from different locations. It's something we'll look into. It's something that we've done before, but East Midlands is or has become a bit of a base for us, especially with the support of the volunteers down here at the Aeropark, making it possible every Tuesday and Thursday, giving up their time to allow us in, especially Stuart, who first made it possible for us to stream within the Aeropark. So if you want any more details about the Aeropark, have a look at the link in the stream description below. All the details are there. If you want to come and see these views in daylight hours in person, as I say, they are open this weekend. I think Stuart is in the chat this evening as well, in and out of the chat because the guys here are busy working this evening, so just bear with him if you do have any direct questions for him. But if you've got any direct questions for the Aeropark in itself, I think there are different ways of contacting the Aeropark. They've got their own social media pages. I think Facebook is a primary one for those. I know Stuart posts a lot of stuff about upcoming events on there. So I'm sure you'll be able to get in contact with them through their Facebook website as well. Or even better, come down in person and have a chat with all the volunteers down here. They all do a tremendous job of maintaining the aircraft that they've got on display. All volunteering their own personal time as well. So it's with thanks to them that we're able to be in the Aeropark this evening and grow the channel as well. So that's 767 just on final now, and I'll finish my drink quickly. I'm going to just finish slurping. Just before we do, the sky in front of us, I've not seen the side out here at East Midlands like this for a long time. Just back off ever so slightly. So the DHL ramp over there is in darkness as such. I've got a very good, what we call ombre haze to the sky this evening. See if we can catch this one, just departing above us now, if we can catch it. It's a difficulty with these smaller aircraft. There we go. They're up in there before you know it, and right above you, so you have to creep down some way to get them in shot. Departing out off into the very luminescent sky there this evening. And it's a fantastic view when you're coming into to land. But next aircraft in will be that 767 in from JFK. There's not a lot of wind at all this evening. It's very calm indeed. I think there's an alignment of the planets this evening as well. I think there was definitely one last night. It was forecast to be tonight and tomorrow night. But it's enough of that sky. It's just about to disappear and get back onto the aviation action, I think. That cold's getting to me already. But just peeking through the trees now, the landing lights of that 767 as it makes its way towards us. It's definitely there somewhere. We'll see it in the next minute. There's always seems to be quite a lag down here at East Midlands. Excuse me. Between what the radar says and the actual position of the aircraft. Always a bit of a guessing game. So this one is almost in front of us on the radar, but it's still very much just about touching down there. So here we go then. First sight of that 767 here from JFK this evening. Flight time on that one 6 hours and 2 minutes. There you go, that one just vacating towards the DHL Apron now. Makes a bit of a difference seeing this one in the daylight. So it seems to be getting lighter and lighter as we begin these streams. Hopefully it continues that way for the next few weeks. I feel like that cold weather stays away. It looks like the forecast yesterday, there was not much rain forecast at all. It was a bit overcast, maybe a bit cloudy. Temperature similar to what it is now at East Midlands. Have a look at that in a minute. If anybody's got any information on that, so any METAR information, definitely put that in the chat and we'll have a look at it. DHL Airport, they're filling up this evening. So behind the 2747s there is another DHL aircraft. Can't quite make that one out, should I say. I've got a number of 767s on stand this evening. Good evening to you, Ryan. Thank you very much for joining us this evening. Yeah, I think you're right. That one is the. I think that was the 30th anniversary. Delivered National 747. I'm sure you got a bit more detail on that than me. Managed to get any photos of that one, Ryan? Just managed to get some before the start of the stream, so if you didn't, as I was saying just a little earlier, we'll stick those up. So managed to get a good shot of that one, a head-on shot of that one. It was just pushing off our stand as we were making our way up here this evening. I'll tell you what then, if you have a look in a bit, maybe later this evening, if not tomorrow morning, we'll get those images off for you and we'll stick one on the channel so you can have a look. good to see everyone in the chat this evening. Deborah and Laura moderating for us. Stick on this 747 just for, sorry, 767. 747 out of one eye and the 767 out of the other. 767 in front of us there. Just have a quick look on that radar. So it looks like the RVL Cessna making its way up from the south. There's a turn back down towards the south now. And is currently north of, I believe it was, what may still be, RF Wittering. Just pan quickly around away from the 747. Turbo prop in front of us, not pinging up on the radar just yet. Looks like the usual suspect Beach King that doesn't appear until the very last minute. Disappearing off the same way there. So hopefully the image is not too jittery at the minute. Just got the frame rate slightly higher to make good of the sky in front of us. So it's not very often we get chances like this to stream with the sky conditions as they are. Once it gets a little bit darker, I'll knock that frame rate back to pick up more of, sorry, less of that light and take us into the hours of darkness. Be a very pink sky in front of us. Good opportunity to see all those stars this evening. I think the alignment of the planets as well. Forecast to be quite a good evening. So that 777 in from Cincinnati making its way towards Liverpool now. And just short distance behind that, another RVL Cessna. That one here from the Isle of Man this evening. That one is around 40 minutes away from us. The inbound 777 from Cincinnati, that one is about 20 minutes or so away. Registration on this one, Delta Hotel Mike Delta. Airframe is 15 years of age. That one is going to have a flight time just over 6.5 hours this evening. The ground ops team getting to work on that 767 there. So they want to get that one open and uploaded as quickly as possible. There's the two 777s in the distance there. Some quick spin ring. The service in from Bengaluru straight in front of us there. That one currently being offloaded. And respective services in from Delhi and Dubai currently shuts up at the minute. So we can get a little closer shot of that 777. There we go. It's always amazing just how much cargo those things hold as well. I think you got to a point where possibly no more can come off and it just keeps coming out. Definitely a workhorse of the DHL fleet there. Right, let's get that brightness turned up a little bit so I can see. So a couple of aircraft making their way up from the south now. We've got the Jet 2 service in from Tenerife. That one is around 20 minutes out, just passing west of Lucerne. The Embraer Phenom in from Malta this evening, operated by International Jet Management. We'll put my teeth in properly at some point. That one descending through 29,000 feet now. That one just approaching south of London. That one's still another 25 or 30 minutes to run this evening. The Chewy 737 MAX in from Rankin area. That one is just approaching the south of the Isle of Wight. Again, that one around 30 to 35 minutes left to run this evening. Just behind that, approaching the coast of France, Jet 2 service in from Fuerteventura. That one around 45 minutes out. And over the Bay of Biscay, the Chewy 737 MAX, another 737 MAX, in from Lanzarote this evening. That one is around an hour away now. And then a couple more aircraft behind that. Jet 2 service in from Lanzarote. That one is due in the next couple of hours, about 2 hours and 10 minutes for that one to run. And then the Ryanair service in from Tenerife, that one also operated by 737 MAX. That one still 2.5 hours or so left to run this evening. And the usual Thursday arrival in from Krakow this evening, operated by Jet 2. That one is around an hour and 20 minutes away now. So hopefully a lot busier even than it was on Tuesday, although we definitely saw some good action. Fingers crossed, a bit more frequent this evening. Definitely keep me a bit warmer anyway. There we go, even knocking the tripod. Definitely keep me a bit warmer anyway. Let's try and get that focus on a bit so we can get that aircraft. There we go. Captain Dave Wilkins, good evening to you. Welcome to the stream. Good to see you in the chat. Just catching up there. Yeah, Ryan, if you've got any information about any of those aircraft arriving, if you managed to see them, try and comment in the chat. We'll get some information out there to everybody else. Definitely help me anyway, flitting between the chat and the flight radar. So it definitely helps having flight radar on in front of you, or some form of app anyway. So we run flight radar and we've got our own feeder into the system, so just checking between both of them to make sure all that information is correct as it possibly can be. Good evening, Sally. Sally's Photography. Good to see you in the chat. And Stephen, good evening to you as well. Good to have you with us. Maria, good to see you this evening. So, with the last of that light just about to disappear, it's not, in some sense, aviation related, be in the sky. I'll take just one last look at that sky in front of us this evening. You see, it makes quite a difference to being out here in the freezing cold, covered by a cloud and the occasional raindrop. Yeah, definitely. A good sight to be had in front of us there. So that's enough for me on the sky. For the time being anyway, unless we see any of those planets this evening. I think the most prolific one, the most obvious one, has been just right above us. See if you can see just before we... there we go. Not sure which that one is. I'm wise up on planets, in all honesty. Definitely not the position above me anyway. There we go. That one there. It's been quite bright in the sky for the past few evenings. Noticed it on the past few streams from down here at East Midlands. Thanks, Ryan. That's most appreciated. So if anybody doesn't know Ryan, it's quite a regular on our streams at East Midlands. He's full of lots of useful information as well. So if you see any information pop up, definitely have a look for Ryan's name there. We're the one to tell us first, I'm sure. And there we go. Jet to just 17 minutes out now. Thank you very much for that. So we'll keep an eye on that one, where that one vacates, and holds on to stand this evening. See the terminal area quite full for a Thursday. I think it was last Thursday actually. The DHL Apron over there definitely full this evening. Just a couple of spaces left on the ramp there. So look at the 767 inbound from JFK a little earlier. That one is open up now. You can just see the bins in the front of that aircraft there. Hopefully we'll see that one being offloaded anytime soon. Right, well that is... just have a look at that. Take the chance to get everything covered and keep a bit of that moisture off the equipment this evening. So the temperature is not too bad at the minute. So look, if we've got any... did have a bit of kit with me. Sorry for the noise. Kit was somewhere in here. Just turn me off for a second so I don't annoy anybody. Bear with me. No, don't think I've got it with me. Oh well, I'm sure we can rely on some other weather apps anyway. Just have a look so you can see the live temperature. Now they're fumbling around in the dark there, so I shan't leave that one. So look what's currently forecasting through the apps though. See, we're about 5 degrees at the minute. Going to get down to about 3 degrees, possibly 2 degrees by the time we finish the stream. And the weather looks like it is getting slightly warmer next week. So fingers crossed we'll be all good for streaming next week. Mike, very good evening to you. Karen, good evening to you as well. Good to see you again. about 5 degrees at the Aeropark this evening. Thank you very much, Stuart. Sure, it's very much warmer in Crew Room where you're watching from. But, joking aside, the volunteers do a great job down here at the airport to keep it maintained, and it takes a lot of effort from them as well, both in terms of time commitment. So I'm sure a lot of personal commitment as well to these aircraft. A lot of the aircraft under restoration go through a number of years of restoration. Actually, it's not just a quick fix. But if you're interested in coming down, giving the guys down here, volunteers should I say, a hand with any of their work. There are a number of positions that they could utilise some assistance with from time to time. It's not just maintaining aircraft, there are all different types of activities, volunteer opportunities should I say, that you can get involved with down here at the Aeropark. So if you're interested, come on down, speak to some of the volunteers down here, and I'm sure they'll be only too happy to point you in the right direction and give you the information that you need. I say Stuart is in the chat this evening, so if you've got any questions, he's going to be the one to answer them for you. So it looks like that 777 is going to pass straight overhead as the airfield this evening, just giving way to that inbound jet 2. That one around 5 minutes out now. So with the conditions as they are, we should be able to see this one as it passes overhead of us. So it's just literally direct overhead at the minute. So a bit far beyond my reach and capabilities to crash that down that far with a camera. But it'll pass, continue on a southerly heading, and then it should turn right onto a downwind base, and then right turn back in onto the right base turn for runway 27. So it looks like we might just be able to catch that one. Let's take off that 767 now. Let's see if we can see it in the distance somewhere. There we go. Inbound 777 from Cincinnati there, just passing overhead East Midlands. You can just see in the distance as well that jet 2 just making its way down. Traffic joining that one overhead. There we go. So that one should turn right anytime soon. There we go, I think it just is now. There we go. Let's see if we can get a little bit closer to this one. Give me a chance to practice some panning anyway. There we go, that one making a right turn, and it looks like it's just about to roll out now. Yeah, wings look just about level on that one. So we'll continue on that heading and then make a left-hand turn. I said a right-hand turn, but we definitely make a left-hand turn towards runway 27. There we go, that one should be with us in just a couple of minutes. With the terminal over there. This end of the airfield now in complete darkness. It makes a vast difference looking from right to left, but daylight still in the distance there, and night time to the left of us. And Dino, good evening to you. Thank you very much, Ryan, for that support there. So it looks like that Jet 2 is just making its final approach into runway 27 this evening. So I should have said we are still on 27 ups here at East Midlands. We were on 09 ups, so traffic would have been approaching from the right of us, where we've just been watching that sunset in the distance, making its way down, landing onto runway 09, touching down just in front of us. But the wind direction, as it is now, has switched, so we're back onto what is the say the normal operating runway, or the conventional direction for aircraft to land in at East Midlands, runway 27. The Loud Exhaust Club in the distance there with us this evening. Thank you very much for joining us on the stream. There we go, not just aircraft, we bring you on the stream. Castle Donington's finest hour of loud exhaust as well. If you can hear that in the distance. Bit of something for everybody, it seems. And it's not too bad, as long as they don't start revving for the next few minutes when the Jet 2 arrives. There you go, the tower just lit up here in front of us as well this evening. Really clear sky in front of us. Surprise aircraft there, just making a arrival into East Midlands, the JCB Bombardier. So this one does surprise me sometimes on the radar, just appears in front of us. I think they tend to keep this one off radar. There you go. Good view of that one anyway. Just see the interior ever so slightly there. So this one has been a frequent visitor over the past couple of weeks. We had the helicopter on Tuesday. If that was the Sikorsky or not. I managed to watch that one taxi down and push back into its hangar. Jet 2 just on final now. Just about to see it in the distance, so if I can get my feet in the right place, just watch this one past us. See if I get too close up to the windows on that one. Good view of the outside, but stay clear of that interior. Jet 2 just touching down, so let's pan across and catch that one in. And the 777 from Cincinnati making its final approach towards runway 27 now. Do two things at once. Just keep up with this Jet 2 now. So the JCB is making its way down towards its hangar this evening. Catch up with that one in a few minutes if we can. And just see where this Jet 2 is making its way off this evening. Or way off to, should I say. See which stands it utilises this evening. Gives an indication how full the ramp is over there. And Dina, thank you very much for that super chat. Great support from you here on the channel, so thank you very much. Yeah, so that should park on stand in the next minute or so. Let's see where it ends up. It's got two options, one to continue, one to stay where it is. It's difficult to tell from this angle though. Looks like it may continue down. Looks like that one is coming to a stop on stand there. So have a quick look around that JCB. Triple 7 just over the runway threshold, so we'll stick this end. Push that 777 in, and as this rolls out, hopefully we'll catch a quick look at that JCB as well. But the Embraer Phenom 300 making its way here from Malta this evening is on final now. The business jets in this evening at East Midlands. You don't regularly see a lot of jets of that size. Triple 7 vacates onto the taxiway. Let's just get a quick look at that JCB at the end there. That one just disembarking as the 777 was making its way past us. So they're still continuing to come off that one. Crew making their post-landing checks there. Okay, let's leave them to it. Stick on this 777 for the time being. Sure, those colours are on. DHL Apron over there. Can't speak this evening. The DHL Apron over there. Probably the most. The apron has been utilised over the past few weeks. So I'm not seeing this volume of traffic in for some time, especially with the two 747s on stand there. Catching up with the chat. John, good evening to you. Thank you for that bit of information there. Good to have you with us. Janitson, thank you very much for joining us on the stream this evening. Glad you could catch that one landing as well. So yeah, a number of people in the chat managed to catch these flying over the houses, and I watched them land on the stream, so I'm glad we can bring you the action from down here at East Midlands Airport. Standard. So the Embraer just landing in the distance. Spin around and catch that one as it gets a little closer. So just obscured ever so slightly by the perimeter fence. Okay, well that one applies its parking brakes and starts the shutdown process. Oops. Let's catch that in right. There we go. Well, somebody's having a good race behind us. It's not causing too much of a distraction on the stream. So we got as much noise cancelling as you can enabled, just to take a bit of that background noise away, keep it focused on the aircraft and the action in front of us. It can get a bit noisy on the roads of an evening, so a lot of the traffic people making their way home from work. An occasional person just testing out how loud their exhaust can be. There you go. Sure, they're very pleased with that. There you go, that's Embraer just disappearing behind the sheds there. But it's generally a quiet environment around the airport of an evening, especially in the Aeropark. So we're nice and tucked away just at the back here. Even during the day, if you're down here, the road noise is barely audible at all. It's only if somebody races past with a loud exhaust or something like that, or a motorbike passes by, that you hear anything. But generally, it's a very quiet place, so perfect place for spotting as well. Especially when those aircraft come past, the noise from those engines drowns anything out anyway. So definitely get yourselves down here if you want to have a look at any of these aircraft during the day. Yeah, just having a look at some comments in the chat there. Thank you very much for joining us, everybody, this evening. It's good to have you with us. Just a couple of comments on the memberships. There is something we're looking into. It's something that we're working on. We've been working on in the background for a couple of weeks. So managed to get the channel into a very good position and build a community up as well. It's not something that we would just want to push out there. Sort of a quick fix or anything. We want to take some time and put some thought into it as well to make sure that the channel continues to grow in the way which it has done, with the support of everybody as well, both online when we stream and offline as well. We see all your comments and all your questions and feedback as well, and it's greatly appreciated, so thank you to everybody for that. We definitely take everything on board. So if anybody does have any questions for us this evening about the Aeropark or the airport, definitely drop them in the chat and we'll try and answer them as best as we can. There are a few knowledgeable people in here as well with good information of the airport. And Orion is in there somewhere. He's a regular visitor down here at East Midlands. Oh yeah, if anybody has got any information, definitely share it in the chat. We'll share it on the stream so everybody can get to know about it. Just setting up though, that next arrival, the Chewy 737 MAX in from Gran Canaria, just making an appearance now. Thanks, Yvonne. Sorry, Yvonne. Yeah, well, something we're looking into, as I say, so as soon as we've got more detail about that, we'll post it, of course. It's not too bad just yet, John. The cold sets in and my hands well wrapped up, all the equipment covered up as well as it can be, so hopefully it doesn't get too cold. It's been colder for sure. Janita, just live stream. We record a few landings. You probably see them on our shorts, YouTube shorts, and on our TikTok account as well. But if you want to watch any of the landings back, you can always watch the stream after we've ended it. All the previous streams we've done from here at East Midlands are available on the channel. So it's primarily night streams. But if you have a look back, we've been here for most commonly Tuesday and Thursday evenings. The odd weekend in there. We were down here a couple of weekends ago when we had the Saudi A330 in. It was the military multi-role transport tanker, I think is its formal name, MRTT, and the Atlas Air 747. So if you want to have a look at any of those other landings here at East Midlands, when it's dark or during the daytime, have a look back through the channel. You'll see them all there. You should be able to have a good scroll through all those. So I hope you enjoy them. Thank you, Dino. It's most appreciated with your super chat donation this evening. Good to see you on the stream again, and hopefully we'll see you on the next one. Thank you, John. We'll stick at this end of the runway. We'll have a look at that Chewy as it shuts down there. Some camera sets up correctly there. So just away from the distance, so the focus might be a bit fuzzy. Try and set it as best as we can. Should be able to watch this one disembark as well in the next few minutes. The ground ups just getting into place there. Looks like that Cessna's had a bit of a dance around on the approach path. Maybe just giving way to... Let's have a look. No, it's like it's continued on the heading. Radar just having a bit of a play with us this evening. Hopefully that should be in before the Jet 2 service from Fuerteventura. That one is around 6 minutes out. And just to catch up on that Chewy registration at that one, Golf Tango Uniform Mike Zulu 737 Max 8. Flight time on that one just under 3 hours and 45 minutes this evening. That one currently on stand. Looks like the APU has just been started on that. You just see those lights on the horizontal stabilizers there flickering away. So there's a bit of heat being kicked out the back of that one. So engines should be shut down and that APU started. And the RVL disappearing off radar, so that one is likely overhead Kegworth at the minute. That one usually vanishes off radar at about 500 feet or so. Hopefully that background noise isn't too distracting. So there's not a lot can do about it, unfortunately. Just a bit of a noisy road this evening. Some loud exhaust anyway. There you go, the Chewy just in front of us. Couple of birds up in the lights there, making use of the warmth, and the RVL just touching down. It is somewhere out there. There you go. May just be passing. Behind the Chewy? No, it's just off. Ah, there we go. The RVL so it's got from those nav lights on the wings. The taxi light on the front there, you cannot see anything at all of that aircraft when it lands in the dark. So with the height of it as well, it blends in with all the lights on the taxiway. Just making its way to its stand for the evening. Let's have a quick look, see if we can pick that one on the stream. So we usually do nowadays, so it'd be rude to miss this one. There we go, a bit more light underneath it now. Jet 2 service, our final approach into East Midlands this evening. Service in from Fuerteventura. Registration on that one, Golf Delta Romeo Tango Uniform. Flight time on this one just under 3 hours and 45 minutes. There you can see just how quickly that aircraft disappears when it blends in with the lights on the ground. See whereabouts this one ends up this evening. It's the usual spots is on the DHL ramp here, just in front of us. Should hopefully park in front of the 747s. There's a bit of a size difference there between those two aircraft. Take the wings off that, it would quite happily fit inside the 747. There we are, that one just following the lights of the taxiway there. As I say, looks like it is going to park in its on its usual stand, right in front of us there. Only a tiddler of an aircraft. I'm sure a very nice little link. So that one is regularly makes an appearance on our streams. We actually ended the last stream with a shot of that one with the West Atlantic 737-400 just behind it. Quickly, we'll get a bit close up as that one shuts down this evening. Just receiving a bit of service from the grounds up there. John, thank you very much to you for joining us this evening. And Julie, good evening to you. That jet suit just touching down now, so let's quickly pan across to that one. Oh, I'm touching down inbound from Fuerteventura this evening. Flight time 3 hours and 44 minutes by the time it touched down just a few seconds ago. So we'll stick with this one, see where it ends up on stand this evening. Oops, I think I pressed something. I should have probably pressed it. We'll sort that one out in a minute. There we go, sorted now. All back on. Oops. There you go. Shut down the wrong thing in front of me there. I'm back online now. So it looks like that one is off to towards the terminal there. And Sophie, good evening to you. Welcome to Live Flight Action. Okay, let's have a quick look back around on the DHL ramp there. So it's quite full over there this evening. That early inbound service from JFK still in front of us. Looks like that one is still in the process of being offloaded. A lot of those bins in front of us there. John, yeah, the National 747. Just take a quick look for you. It is there somewhere. The tail of that aircraft is, see if you can stick the frame rate up for you. You can just see it in the distance there. Literally, it's all that we can see of it at the minute. We did manage to get some images just before we started the stream. And we'll stick those up on the chat. Sorry, not the chat. On the community tab after the stream has ended. We'll try to anyway. Just depends what time we finish this evening. Probably ending around 9 PM. So temperature dropping ever so slightly now, so there's a bit of a chill in here. I'll get a drink in a minute or so. Yeah, they just moved that one off stand as we're making our way. We're setting up the scene, and actually, John, it just pushed as we were making our way up here, and then they tucked it away behind the 10747 there. So we'll get some images of that up on the community tab afterwards. It should be a bit warmer in June, Sophie. Probably a bit warmer in Cyprus than it is here in June as well. It's good to see everybody with us this evening. Thank you very much for joining us from East Midlands again. So, second stream of the week down here. First being on Tuesday evening, just a couple of days ago. quick look down the rest of that apron now. There's 767 still waiting to be uploaded there. I think they may have just started work on the 2 777s, or 3 777s in fact. I think the first one here from Bengaluru, just at the start of the stream, so if you missed that, literally just as the stream started, that one landed in, so you'll see that one rolling out and vacating onto its stand, and the the Aer Lingus 777, the one straight in front of me, the Aer Lingus 777, that one landed in a little earlier as well, that one in from Delhi earlier this afternoon, and the 777 next to it, that one was inbound from Dubai. So, looks like the unloading process is well underway now. Gone a little quiet now. A lot of that background noise has now disappeared. You can hear all the operations in front of us, and that Chewy aircraft making its way up from Lanzarote now. That one is around 10 minutes out. It's just east of Lutterworth, in between Lutterworth and Market Harbour now, making its way towards Leicester, and then into East Midlands. So not too long before we see that one arriving this evening. That one just passing through 9,900 feet now. Registration on that one, Golf Tango Uniform Mike Lima. And the RVL aircraft that was making its way into East Midlands a little earlier, doing a very good flight path, just to the east, just north of, just east of Melton Mowbray. So that one might be doing some aerial surveying this evening. Just a few minutes now until we see that inbound Chewy aircraft. And Big Red, good evening to you as well. Thank you very much for joining us here at East Midlands. Harry, good evening to you as well. And thank you to everybody else in the chat this evening. It's good to see you all and have you with us as well. It's the second stream of the week down here at East Midlands. So we regularly stream on Tuesday and Thursday evenings. If you want to see any of our previous streams, definitely go and have a look back through the channel. You'll see all of them listed there. it's good to see a good flow in the chat this evening as well, so thank you to everybody who's participating in that this evening. So if you've got any questions for us this evening, drop them in the chat. We've got our mods in there as well, Deborah and Laura, both working hard for us this evening. And we'll be streaming till about 9 PM this evening. So around an hour and 45 minutes left to run on this evening's stream. So as that Chewy is making its way towards us, let's just have a quick look at the other inbounds and outbounds this evening. Like after the majority of the passenger services land in, we've got the UPS service in from Philadelphia. That one is due in just after 8 PM this evening, so in around 40 minutes time. That one just making its way down over the coast of Ireland now, into Northern Ireland, across the Irish Sea, Liverpool overhead leak, and then into East Midlands. Let's just have a bit of a further pan out. And the jet to 737 inbound from Krakow this evening. That is around 25 minutes away from us, just passing down towards the south, West Mercia, just south of Colchester. That one routing up, looks like that one's going to make its way up towards Cambridge, overhead Leicester, and then join the approach path there into East Midlands. Claire, that one in front of us is just being unloaded at the minute. Just see the ground ops teams there just working inside of it. There is a departure due out though this evening. Let me just have a quick look at that. So we got the 777 off to Leipzig. Probably not this airframe, that one landed in just a short while ago. But we'll keep tabs on it. So you can get a bit closer into the registration. You may be correct. So yeah, I just can't make the registration out on that one there. But the departing aircraft is filed with a registration Delta Alpha Lima Romeo. So it's a bit too far away for me to pick that up on camera, but that one is scheduled to leave anytime soon now. So as soon as that starts up and pushes back, we'll get onto that one so you can have a good closer look at it. Okay, thank you very much, John. So my eyes can't quite make that out from today, but I'm glad you can. About 3 or 4 screens in front of me, so they're all blurred all over the place. But if that is the case, then and take John's say so for that one. That is the outbound aircraft to Leipzig this evening. So thank you very much, John, for spotting that. So this one will be the outbound this evening. So let's have a look where that Chewie is this evening. Should be with us anytime soon. That one just turning onto its final approach now, just passing overhead East Leak, making its way towards Kegworth. Just a couple of minutes before that one is over the runway threshold this evening. So as soon as that one is, we'll pan across and watch that one onto its stand. So let's have a look at that early inbound Chewie. I think that one should have disembarked by now. You got a bit distracted by that RVL Cessna that was landed in. There we go. Yeah, so that one is disembarked now. And Andy, good evening to you. Thank you very much for joining us this evening. There are definitely some planets out there. Not that I can help from my position, unfortunately, where the sky is very clear above us. I'm sure it is where you are not too far away from us this evening. You probably see the same clouds as us passing over anytime soon. Yeah, once these make their way past, there's pretty much a clear sky in front of us this evening. Thank you for joining, Claire. We'll hopefully see you on the next one. Thank you very much. Okay, let's just back off ever so slightly now and pan around, waiting for the arrival of that Chewie service. So that one should be in front of us in just a few seconds. The 10747 just in the distance there. Flight time on this one this evening, 3 hours and 34 minutes. Registration Golf Tango Uniform Mike Lima. Yeah, aircraft 3 years of age. Yeah, it is quite busy, Sophie, this evening. A bit busier than I thought it was going to be. The apron over there on the DHL apron is quite full this evening. A lot of passenger traffic making its way to the UK as well. Let's just get a close-up of this Chewie. And Claire, good evening to you. Thank you very much for joining us. Racing its way to its stand this evening over there. we go. Thank you, John. It's good to have you with us this evening. Thank you very much for joining us. It's good to see everybody joining us this evening from here at East Midlands. Thank you very much for joining Live Flight Action. Get that one there. Firmly parked on stand now. So with that view in front of us, let's just have a quick check on the radar. See whereabouts we are this evening. So that Jet 2 service making its way from Krakow this evening. That's around probably 15 minutes away now, just coming up to south of Milton Keynes, just passing by Leighton Buzzard. And the UPS 767 leaving the coast of Northern Ireland. We're just about to in the next couple of minutes. That one is then making its way down towards Liverpool and then routing straight towards East Midlands. Yeah, not too much longer at all before we see those lighter evenings, Andy. Be a very warm welcome anyway. Well, if you want to watch the bit of a sunset we had earlier, had here earlier, get my words out, just go back go back a while on the stream and be able to see that. Stephen, good evening to you. So early inbound 767 from JFK. Still not been unloaded yet. See the bins just in front there. Hopefully we should see that 777 push back anytime soon. So just a bit of quiet now before that next inbound arrives with us. And the DHL 757 making its way down over Scotland now. That one just approaching Fort William. That one is around 50 minutes away from us. And the Jet 2 service here from Lanzarote, around an hour away from us. That one just overhead France at the minute. And that Ryanair service here from Tenerife over the Bay of Biscay. That one again about an hour and 15 minutes away from us this evening. have a quick pan around then, so you can see any movement on that 777. If I can make it out again. 767 there, 757. I think that is the one in question. And that is still very much in the process of being loaded this evening. So look on the schedule, see whereabouts that one is. Still currently picking up at 25 It's like the Ryanair service to Tenerife delayed by about an hour or so this evening. That one is not due out until 9:25 now. And fingers crossed we get to see 777 off to Cincinnati this evening. That one is due out at 10 to 9. Good to have everybody watching with us this evening, and thank you to everybody participating in the chat as well. It's good to have you with us. Sorry. Laura doing a great job of moderating this evening, so if you can please thank her in the chat. She's doing very well, keeping up with everybody's messages, responding to as many as she can. Really starting to drop in now. So the weather is it's been fair. The cold just setting in now. Okay, and just seeing Sophie and Ellie being hidden now in the chat. Could we, mods, could we reinstate them please if possible? Jet 2 service making its way towards us now. Let's have a look how far that one out is. Sorry, how far out that one is, sorry. Just approaching the south of Leicester now, so about 5 minutes or so before we've got sight of that one. Julie, thank you very much for that. That is fantastic. Thank you very much for your support on the channel this evening. Yeah, Sophie, don't worry, you are back in the chat now. Apologies for that. Yeah, thank you very much, Julie. That is great support. Good to have you with us on the stream this evening, and thank you very much for that donation there. So, looking like that 777 still being loaded up there. So one is going to be running a bit behind schedule. Okay, and while that is, I'm just going to go and grab a quick drink, so just bear with me for a couple of minutes. I'll just leave you with a view of that 777 for the time being. I should be back in just a couple of minutes, and I'll go and get a quick drink to warm up. Let's just have a look where that Jet 2 is. Yeah, just enough time. Just a couple of minutes, people, and I shall be back. That's about me sorted, I think, for the time being. So I've got another hour or so to run this evening. We'll keep an eye on those arriving aircraft. So there is a slight delay to the service in front of us this evening. Let's have a look. So we shall pan across and get the arriving aircraft in the next few minutes. That one just making its way up towards East Midlands now. Finger's getting a little bit cold. Get the gloves on in a minute. Wait for this one to arrive in, and then we'll get the gloves on. Hope you don't mind that bit of an extended view on the 777 there. So there's a bit of a lull in activity around the airport at the minute. But as soon as anything happens, we'll get straight back onto it. So sometimes it does happen this time of an evening. So look, see if we can have a look at these arrivals and departures. Okay, looking like that's almost sorted. Okay, so quick scroll through that one. So apologies, just talking to myself for the time in. Okay. Yes, if we can see a chat. Just bear with us a few minutes. Sorry, not in a negative way. There we go. Right, that's me sorted, so with me a couple of seconds and we'll get straight back to it. Okay, and I'll get that drink I was on about. Still warm. Sounds like that jet suit is upon us. So we'll spin around and catch this one. We'll just landing in on 27 there. Good look, and stay with this one for a couple of minutes, see where it ends up this evening. So I will get my hands warmed up. There we go. This one arriving here from Krakow, flight time 2 hours and 15 minutes, just a little over 2 hours and 15 minutes this evening. Registration Golf Juliet Zulu Bravo Tango. There we go. Yvonne, I'm not sure what you mean with the thumbs up. I think to, if you mean like, it should just be an option at the top of the page. Yeah, got some good hand warmers with us. Just keep taking them in and out of my pockets to adjust everything, so I get a bit cold in between. I'll get warm in the next few minutes. It's good to have everybody with us this evening on the stream. Thank you very much for joining us. Hope everybody's enjoying themselves. Let's get a very close up of that jet to pulls onto its stand for the evening there. So it's just going to stop where it is, unfortunately. So not much action to see behind the, I think that's the Flyforce 737 there. Yes, not much action from this one that we'll see, unfortunately, from this angle. I see a few of the ground ops moving into place. Yeah, buses there, just pulling up. I'm sure everybody's going to be glad to get back into this weather. Well, saying that, I suppose Krakow is too similar weather-wise to where we are now. Barney, good evening to you. Thank you very much for joining us. I'm going to grab that drink, so we'll do for a couple of minutes. Oh, steam taking my breath away there. Right, that's that done with for the time being. Screw that back on now. Watch a bit of the action down the other end of the airfield for the time being. So it's not very often we get to watch them disembark at this time of an evening. It's like the UPS 767 making its way towards us now. That one is around 5 minutes out. So we've got about an hour or so left on this evening's stream. We'll try to stick around for the Maersk 767 making its way here from Belfast. Looks like that one is just about to take off. So that one should hopefully be with us within the hour. And thank you for everybody in the chat this evening. Thank you for all the positivity in there. It's good to have everybody with us. We really appreciate your support here on the channel. Hope you're enjoying the content and the action that is in front of us. Or the bit of action for the time being. So that 767 should be here in the next few minutes. So we'll see that one roll out just a little ahead of us there. And that one will vacate and make its way back down towards the UPS hangars. You just probably just make out people disembarking their Jet 2 service now. And while we do that, I'm just going to go and grab an extra power bank. So just a couple of seconds. Right, let's see if I can find that power cable now. There we go. And we'll get that turned on. There we go. Sorted. Right, should keep me going for a bit longer. And the 767 is almost upon us. So the 777 that was due to go out, still open. Looks like that one is going to be delayed this evening. Yeah, that one is within now an estimated time of 8:10. The doors very much look open over there. See where that 767 is. Gives a bit of a change to view. That one is our final approach now. Just passing through 1,500 feet. So it looks like most of the inbound service from Krakow has now disembarked. Let's just have a quick look on the DHL stand. Sorry for the blur in there. Most of those aircraft are still open. So we'll see just how delayed that 777 is. So it's pinging up at 8:10 now. But as you can see, both still with their rear cargo doors open. So next inbound then will be that UPS service in from Philadelphia. Registration on this one, November 355 uniform Papa. Airframe is 12 years of age. Delivered in February 2013. Flight time this evening on this one, just over 6 hours and 5 minutes. That one is just passing over Kegworth now, passing through 500 feet. It's just a couple of minutes before we see this one. You can just make out the lights amongst the trees there. Yeah, Stuart saying there, do you remember the Aeropark is open this weekend? So if you want any details of that, do have a look in the description of the video below. All the details to the Aeropark website are there. And I promise you that 767 is out there somewhere. There we go, looks like that one is, sounds like it's just making its way down now. There we go. So this one will vacate just, should hopefully vacate just a little early. Around about the same points as the other aircraft making their way over to the terminal area this evening. There we go. And I'll then turn to the left and make its way back down to the UPS hangars. Just a short trip back down there. I'll probably lose sight of this one in just a few seconds behind that perimeter fence there. And that'll make its way down past the 10747 and onto its stand for the evening. There we go. So we'll just quickly check on those next arrivals. Looks like the DHL 757 just passing through 8,700 feet now, making its way into East Midlands. So not very long to wait for that one. Just around 5 minutes now, just passing north of Nottingham. So let's have a quick spin around on that DHL stand this evening. See how those loadings are progressing. Inbound 767 still away from being unloaded this evening. Still a bit of work to do on that one. Yeah, the 757 just on stand there. Doesn't look like that one is moving anytime soon. And this is the one. Some early information, thank you very much. Making its way out to Leipzig this evening. Just receiving the last of the cargo there. So that one was due out at 8:10. Looks like it's going to be delayed ever so slightly longer. Yeah, if you've got any issues watching the stream this evening, if there's any dropouts, maybe just an issue with the YouTube app, so it may just be worth dropping out and dropping back in again. That seems to solve the issue, but everything is still live our side, so I hope it's just a quick fix of dropping out and coming back in again. Right, while that 757 is making its way, I'm going to have that drink in full. Thanks to everybody who's joined us tonight and watched us down here at East Midlands. It's our second stream of the week, and it's good to have everybody back with us. Katie, the 777 in front of us off to Leipzig this evening. Looks like the Vulcan is making its way out now as well. Its first appearance on the stream this evening. Just hidden by the lights on the taxiway there. Can only literally make it out by eye. Let's have a look. That's 757 is. Still like the UPS in my head. Making its way down now, just a couple of minutes out from us. That one should hopefully roll out in front of us and onto stand this evening. We'll see whereabouts that one ends up. Tina, John, thank you very much for joining us this evening. It looks like this is having the same glitch as it did last time on the radar. It's not quite lined up with the approach path. Same aircraft. Registration Golf Bravo Mike Romeo Delta, 37 years of age. Another regular visitor on these streams from East Midlands. looking at just yeah, it's 027 out, just away. Oh, I might have to speed it up. I'm taking off quite early this evening. Just making its way southwards this evening. Oh, just there we go. Just making its way down there. There we go. Looks like this 777 is delayed somewhat. New estimated time of 8:30 now. Another 15 minutes added on there. And it's 757 just passing through 300 feet. So that one is almost upon us. Just see the lights through the trees there. There we go, so just a few seconds before that one becomes visible. Just coming into sight now. My hands will get onto them. There we go. So this one should pass by us. I'm just vacating a little early there. Sometimes makes full use of the runway, but no need to this evening. And we'll see whereabouts this one ends upon stand. usual sign on view there against the 747. Yeah, that's become familiar over the past couple of weeks. So I think this is the second full week now that 747 has been with us. Still waiting on that engine. So pick a stand, any stand will do this evening. There you go, straight next to the other 757 there. I'm just pulling on to stand now. That one is just being tended to. The Jet 2 service here from Lanzarote, around 5 minutes away from us now. That one just passing south of Leicester. Just passing through 7,000 feet. It's registration on this one, Golf Juliet Zulu Bravo Kilo. Flight time on that one by the time it touches down just shy of 3 hours and 45 minutes. And the Maersk service in from Belfast this evening. They're around 15 minutes away from us now. The West Atlantic 737 making its way down from Aberdeen. That one again around 15 to 20 minutes away. Looks like that might be the second to land in after the Maersk. And then the last aircraft that we'll probably see on the stream this evening is the West Atlantic 737. Just the Ryanair making its way up from Tenerife as well. That one is around 20 minutes or so, so it'll probably be between the West Atlantic 737 and the Ryanair 737, that one in from Tenerife. Flight time of 3 hours and 50 minutes or so, just shy of 4 hours by the time it arrives into East Midlands this evening. That one passing through 21,000 feet now, just west of Luton, and that one routed up towards Milton Keynes, Northampton, Leicester, and then into East Midlands. And Jet 2 pinging up now as well. That one just on stand. See if you can get any more detail on that one. Maybe just being moved around. See if there's any movement on that one. There's nothing pinging up on the radar. So we may just have its transponder on to be moved to a different location for the evening. Nope. So that one did land in just over an hour ago from Fuerteventura. But next aircraft to arrive is that Jet 2 service in from Lanzarote. And yeah, 757 just in front of us there, landing from Reykjavik just a few minutes ago. Another regular visitor to the stream. This particular airframe as well, a regular visitor on the stream. You see this one almost every week. Just parked on stand next to its counterpart there. Another 757 of the DHL fleet. Again, a good mix of aircraft in at East Midlands this evening. So we've almost got a full house of we've probably have indeed got a full house of Boeing aircraft this evening. The 777s towards the end, 757s in the middle, 767s, two of the 747s there, and then a plethora of 737s to the left of us on the passenger terminal. So a very Boeing dense airport indeed this evening. So Airbus aircraft tend to be quite a rare visitor into East Midlands. The majority of aircraft are Airbus airframes. We've seen a few over the past couple of weeks. We had the Aegean charter services. They were taking Nottingham Forest off to various different locations, one of them being Dubai. And also a couple of Aegean airframes in for repaints, A320 and A321 have been taken out of their old schemes and refreshed. And then of course we had the Saudi A330 just a couple of weeks ago, making its way in for Operation Cobra Warrior, so managed to catch that on an impromptu Sunday stream. The door of that 757 just opening up there. Thank you again for everybody's support this evening. Those of you that have donated to the channel, it's greatly appreciated. It'll massively help us to fund the channel and keep our operations going. So a very big thank you to those that have donated this evening and the rest of this week, in fact. It's great pleasure to have you with us, and thank you very much for sparing that and supporting the channel in that way. Stomach making a noise there. A bit hungry, I think. Ash, mainly evening streams from down here at East Midlands, just the way in which work structures are scheduled. It's not possible to get down in the day, so we're down here mainly Tuesdays and Thursdays with the support of the volunteers from the Aeropark, filming from within the grounds of the Aeropark this evening. So mainly Tuesdays and Thursdays, starting around 5:30, and we run through until about 9 PM. Sometimes chucking the odd impromptu stream on as well. As I just mentioned, we had the Saudi A330 in a couple of weeks ago, joining for Operation Cobra Warrior. So we're down here managing to catch that. And that Jet 2 service here from Lanzarote just touching down on 27. Just spin around and catch that one this evening. So we're probably on for another 20 minutes or so this evening, likely ending on the West Atlantic 737 and the inbound Ryanair service from Tenerife this evening. A couple more aircraft inbound to us, as I just mentioned, sorry, the West Atlantic 737 just north of Derby now. Making its way towards Matlock. It's got about another 10 minutes or so to run. And the Maersk 767, again, just ahead of that one, passing over Derby now. That one will be with us in around 5 minutes or so. And the Ryanair 737 MAX in from Tenerife. That one is around 10 minutes out, just northeast of Rugby now. So probably another 4 aircraft inbound on this evening stream. So keep you steady. So the terminal area quite full now. A lot of aircraft over there. As I say, it's very Boeing dense. Right, we'll watch this one onto stand, and then I will go and change my microphone. That one is just about to run out of power. Get the reserve, and then we'll it should last us the last 20 minutes or so of the stream. So that one is making its way towards the front of the terminal there. So there can't be very many stands left over there this evening. And the Ryanair 737 just away off in the distance there. Just about to see that one making its way towards us now. Should be a busy day at departures tomorrow. So that one just coming to a stop on the very end stand there. Right, let's see if I can magic some more power. It's only a downside filming when it's a bit cold. Batteries tend to drain off a lot faster. Everything's well wrapped up as it can be to keep as much of that heat on itself, but still the cold bites. Right, let's make sure we get this right. While we do that, we'll have a quick look around at that DHL stand. Just have something to look on for a few minutes. Looks like the 777 is all shut up now, so hopefully we'll be seeing that one out imminently. You could enter the stream if we manage to catch that one. Right, so the power is in. So if anybody hears any weird crackling noises, just let me know and we'll sort that out. Simply Planes with Henry, good to see you this evening. Thank you very much for joining us. It's probably a long shot by the time I get past Greg's Lily. So probably not worth eating by the time I'm passing. So just a couple of minutes before we see that 767 in, that's West Atlantic, just taking a bit of an extended approach this evening. Looks like that one will be third in line to land, the Merce being first, Ryanair second, that one is just turning on to final as well. And West Atlantic just making a bit of an extended approach down past Loughborough towards Mount Sorrel. That should start turning left in the next few minutes just before it approaches overhead Leicester. So just giving those aircraft a bit of separation there. Make a bit of clearance for the wake turbulence on the approach path. Give them time to vacate the runway as well. Roy, good to see you this evening. Thank you very much for joining. So it looks like that 767 just making its way down. What I can see through the trees here. So we'll spin around on that one. Let's leave that 777 for the time being. Doesn't look like that one is pushing just yet. So it was due out a little while ago. It was a bit delayed finishing that loading process. But the 767 should be in front of us in the next couple of minutes. Well, hopefully a bit sooner. Next few seconds, hopefully, just passing the runway threshold now. It is there, I promise you. It is just rolling out now. There you go, those lights should be coming into view. This one should vacate, taking the same path as the earlier arriving UPS 767. That will make its way back down towards that end of the airfield for the evening. So UPS, Maersk, FedEx, or Maersk, Star Air. Quite sure what they're known as these days. But all other operators, or mostly other operators bar DHL, use the other end of the airfield for their loading and unloading operations. Close-up view of that one for you before it disappears down there. Just a short hop across from Belfast for this one this evening. Flight time of 43 minutes. Airframe quite old, 39 years of age. And the Ryanair should just be touching down. There we go. Ryanair 737 MAX in from Tenerife this evening. That one coming up to about 18 months. Old on the airframe. Flight time of 3 hours and 55 minutes this evening. Registration on this one, just Irish registered. Echo India Hotel November. We should see the West Atlantic 737 anytime soon. That one just our final approach now, and it looks like the 777 just starting up there. That one pinging up on radar now. So we'll see if this, or how quickly this one makes it out this evening. if we can, we'll just stick on this Ryanair for instance for the time being. Hopefully watch this one disembark. It's in quite a good position right on the end of the apron there. Hi Roy, yes that's right, my name is Tom, it's good to have you with us over in the Netherlands. Good to have you watching with us tonight, Roy. West Atlantic just rolling out now. So you can see that one vacates. It's creeping up on us very quietly there. There we go. Another regular visitor into East Midlands. And we can keep up with it. There we go. Registration on this one, Golf Charlie Kilo Uniform Zulu. Just a short flight down this evening from Aberdeen. 52 minutes all in all this evening. And again the airframe, 31 years of age, so one of the older airframes into East Midlands this evening. We'll catch up with the West Atlantic in a couple of minutes. You can hear the 777 just starting up in the background. Let's find that Ryanair straight in front of us. There we go. That one just being opened up, and we should start to disembark in the next couple of minutes. So everything moving in place there. So with that 777 starting up, the Maersk 767 is just making its way down from Edinburgh. That is due in around 10 minutes. So we'll probably end the stream then with the departure of that 777, as long as it makes its way down in good time to the start of 27. Hi John, good to have you with us this evening. It's a fair distance away that. Hope you're having a good time. Thank you very much for joining us. Yeah, don't worry about the age of the airframes. There are a lot older aircraft flying around than that at the minute. I say most of the passenger aircraft leave service maybe 15 to 20 years of age. But these aircraft are designed for a good lifespan. It's based on hours flown, so the age doesn't necessarily mean that it's a bad aircraft in some terms. It could have been in storage for a long time. Well, yeah, it's more hours flown, especially when you look at things like engines and airframes. The airframes are more susceptible to pressurisation issues as they progress through their lifespan. So imagine a can, the more air you pump into that, the more compressed and contracted it gets. It's basically what's happening to the fuselage of that aircraft. That metal on the outside of the fuselage is getting constantly compressed and expanded by the air pressure that it's susceptible to when flying at such altitudes. So age doesn't necessarily make a greater deal of a factor as you would think. It's still there in some sense, depending on how that aircraft has been stored, but well-maintained aircraft can keep flying for good 30-40 years, as we've seen this evening with the 737 over there and the 767. It also depends on how often these aircraft are flown as well. There are Air aircraft, they're probably leaving service after 15 years or so, maybe a little longer. You've got to remember these aircraft are probably flying a good 4, 5, 6 flights a day. So the number of flight hours on those airframes does rapidly build up. But the 747's just in the distance over there. They've got quite some age on them as well. Ex-passenger aircraft. Most of the one is converted to freighter. Which tends to be a more economical solution once the aircraft has left service with the airlines. It's no longer economical to really fly those airframes, so a lot of operators, cargo operators, take them up and convert them into freighter aircraft. So the number of cycles they go through the pressurisation and depressurisation cycles is a lot less frequent, depending on which routes they fly and how often they do fly. But no, aircraft age doesn't necessarily make a massive deal, as long as it's well maintained, and can assure you the industry is very much regulated to the highest standard, as we've probably seen over the past 2 years with all the goings on at Boeing, especially with that door falling off. But no, the standards within the aviation industry are second to none. The amount of time and effort it goes into, one, manufacturing these parts, and two, getting them on the aircraft and getting these aircraft into service. It really is regulated down to a fine T, so not a lot to worry about. So that is some distance away there, John. What you got planned for your time up there? Thank you, Yvonne. If we can bring anything to the stream, so hopefully a bit of information to make it a bit more interesting. But that Maersk 767 just about to turn on to final now, and that 777 just taxiing down towards runway 27 now. So it's looking likely we're on schedule to finish at our usual time of 9 PM. So one last inbound and one last outbound. So I don't think we've got any outbounds this evening, apart from the odd one or two turboprops, but hopefully we can catch the 777 as it makes its way out this evening. Just a short hop to Leipzig. Gradually making its way down there. Come on, toes are freezing here, we're waiting for you. So we did expect this one out a little earlier, but for various operational reasons on the ground there, it took a slight delay to its departure time this evening, just pushing back a couple of times. But it's finally on the move. So we'll just keep focused on the Ryanair in front of us. Not very often we get to see disembarking from this angle anyway. terminal quite full over there now. Not a lot of space left at all. So the additional ramp to the right of the tunnel where we are, a number of aircraft making use of that as well this evening. So it should be a busy day of departures tomorrow. But good to see a full airport for a change. So this Tuesday stream was a bit sparse in places, but it is what it is, unfortunately. We can't dictate the schedule, so we managed to catch what we can, but it's greatly appreciated everybody joining in on Tuesday's stream, and also Thursday's stream as well, this evening's stream. And thank you to everybody who supported the channel so far. It's been good to see you all. So that's 767 shouldn't be too far out now, just passing overhead CAVOK. So that one passing through 400 feet now. Again, another older airframe, 31 years of age. Yeah, very much more cost-effective way of utilising that airframe, rather than the operator buying a brand new one or leasing a new one. It makes more economical sense in some ways to retrofit the older bodies and extend their life. So that one just touching down there. I think most of the Ryanair has now disembarked. And the 777 just making its way down now. So it should only be a couple of minutes before that one is roaring overhead past us. Just losing that one behind the perimeter fence there to the left of the screen. Should soon be joined by that 767 in front of us. There we go, just wingtip interview now. Vacates and then it'll join the earlier arriving 767s, the UPS and the Maersk in from Belfast, down the other end of the airfield this evening. And for anybody not in the chat this evening, if you are in the area or considering doing anything this weekend, definitely give the Aeropark a thought. They're open 10 till 3 this weekend. Last admission is I think 2 PM. And if you want to know about any volunteering opportunities as well, definitely get in contact with the Aeropark. They're only too happy to have a conversation with you about any possible volunteering that you may want to participate in. But all the details of the Aeropark are listed in our stream, so just check that out below. There's a link to their website, and I'm sure you can find them on social media as well. I think if you have a look on Facebook for the Aeropark, you'll find all of their latest information and announcements on there as well. but if not, you're more than welcome to come down in person. As I say, all the details are in the stream description below. It's with thanks to the volunteers again this evening, making it possible for the stream to take place within the grounds of the Aeropark. So big thank you to them from all of us here at the channel. So that 777 just about to turn on to runway 27 now. And that will be the last departure of the evening, last aircraft on the stream. And then we'll chuck everything in and get on our way, get warm. So it's not been too bad this evening. Managed to keep everything warm, so nothing has failed on me yet, which is always good. Well, thanks to everybody as well that's joined in with the stream this evening. It's been great to see you all. Thank you very much for supporting the channel. I say whether you're a subscriber or just a watcher, it all helps. Sarah, you're very welcome. Thank you very much for joining us this evening. And thank you to Laura as well, who's moderated for most of this evening, keeping up with everybody's messages, and everybody else who's taken part in moderation as well this evening. Thank you very much for that. Thank you, Katie, it's very kind of you. Waters, you're very welcome. There we go, that one powering towards us now, so we'll just back off that, get position so we can catch this one out. That one is safely off into the evening sky. Very clear evening sky in front of us. And the DHL 777 off out to Leipzig there. So we shall leave you with a view of the terminal over there. Very nicely lit this evening. A very clear sky. It's turning a bit cold. Bit of a chill in the air, but it's not too bad all in all. So thank you very much from me and Laura as well. It's been great to have you all with us, and we'll hopefully see you all again very shortly. We'll put details up of the next stream in the next couple of days, and we'll share some of those images of the 747, the National 747 that arrived in just before we started the stream as well. So thank you very much to everybody, especially everybody who's subscribed this evening. It's great to see you all, and all the returning subscribers as well. Apologies if we missed any messages in the chat this evening. Feel free to join us on the next one, and we'll try our best to catch up with you then. Well, that's all from me for the time being, so have a good rest of the evening and week, and we'll see you on the next stream. Thank you very much everybody, we'll see you next time.